Welcome to the 2020 deck collection video. In this video, I'll be showcasing all the playing cards that I've gotten over the past 2 years. Let's go ahead and get into the collection. So right here you can see about how much the collection has grown over the past year and a half or so. And we're going to go ahead and start over here in the left-hand corner. So starting off, we have the Fontaine Glitch Edition. This deck made my top 5 Cardistry decks of 2019 video, so if you haven't seen that, you can go ahead and click the card up in the right-hand corner. But it's definitely one of my favorite Fontaine decks ever. So next we have the Eret Fontaine Edition. So this is another one I got at CardistryCon. It's definitely one of my favorite Fontaine designs as well. So the Fontaine Parrot Edition. This is the last Fontaine Futures deck I have, which is the Polka Dot Fontaine Edition, the Polkas. So moving to the next one is the Stripe playing cards by Dealer's Grip. I was able to get these on eBay. So this is the Sepal playing cards. You're going to see a lot of Dealer's Grip decks in this collection video. Here's the Form deck. This is the back design. It's definitely one of Dealer's Grip's most abstract decks, and I really like this one. This is brush playing cards, which I actually got out of the vending machine at CardistryCon. In fact, a lot of these decks that you're going to see in this collection, I got at CardistryCon. Up next is the Palm playing cards, another one by Dealer's Grip. I really like this design. I'll show you the back design if you haven't seen it. But it looks like this, has very thick borders. Definitely a cool Dealer's Grip design in my opinion. So here are the Cardistry Touch decks. The first one is the Blue Pulse Edition. I got this one sealed at CardistryCon. They were selling them for 20 bucks, so I thought just why not pick that one up. And then I have 2 of the Pulse normal editions, one sealed. The last Cardistry Touch deck is the new Derive cards. These ones are actually really cool. If you haven't seen the design of them, this is the back design and then the face design. Definitely looks really cool in fans, and it's probably one of my favorite touch decks so far. So next we got the Block American Pine Edition. I got these on eBay, just another one of these because I really like this deck. It's one of my favorites. We also have the Plush Edition, which I got at CardistryCon as well. Moving on, we have the Purple Logos by Anyone. I was lucky enough to get these from my friend Neil. He actually sold this to me for a good price, and he sold it to me open, and that's just a good excuse to use them. Really cool and rare deck. Here are the Blue Summer logos. I really like how these look. Definitely one of the coolest Anyone logo colors. Next up, we got the Fulton cards, the Fulton Casino cards, the green edition. This is not the gold one. This is just the normal green. And then I have also the pink one, which is one of my favorite colors for the Fultons. So here are the rest of the Dealer's Grip decks. I got 2 of the 5/2 first editions. Here's the back design. Definitely abstract. I really like this deck. I also got the Eret cards, which they sold at CardistryCon. I picked those up there. And then the 5/2 Mount Edition. Again, go ahead and check out my top 5 Cardistry decks of 2019 because this deck got in that list. Here's some more Anyone decks. I put the Houndstooth one in this set. This is just the checkerboards I got because it kind of looks like that. But this is the first edition Houndstooth, which is pretty rare now. Here are the other checkerboards I got, the summer ones and then the red checkerboards. I've also got the gray ones coming on my way soon. Here was a stud deck, Blue Seal stud that I found at Goodwill. So I was lucky to find these and I opened it as well. Alright, so next we got the Best Cardist Alive Superstar playing cards. Up next are Fontaine. So we got the Watermelons. I also got 2 chocolate Fontaines. I ordered the first one at the Fontaine drop, and then that day I actually got it at CardistryCon, so I have 2 of these. And then I also got a Fontaine Wine Edition, which I got for a good price on eBay. So next up, a lot of cardists actually might not know this, but these are the Parlor playing cards. These are a collector's deck, and they're by the Gentleman Wake. He's on YouTube. He does a lot of really professional reviews, and I got the red and blue sealed, and I got these on Kickstarter a while ago. And then also the black one, I'll go ahead and open up. So as you can see, the box is really high-end. Really everything about the cards are high-end. So this is what this black edition looks like. It's got this really cool gold foil, and I just thought it looked really cool, so I had to get these. They're also printed by Cardamundi. Next are some flower themed decks. We've got the Flora playing cards by Paul Rabaya, and then also the Aloha deck by Shin Lim. This is what these cards look like. I think they're pretty cool. Next up goes to probably the most boring design ever, at least back design wise. The face design is pretty cool. This is the wavy deck, but the faces are really crazy. If you don't know, OPC is organic playing cards. So here are the Peelers V1. So I was actually able to get these sealed from Cam. He's on the OPC team. He had a Chicago mystery deck hunt thing, and I was able to get those, which is really rare. Next up, we got the Peelers V2, banana themed. The Peelers V1 are just this but blue. Then here are the Squeezers V1, so I'll go ahead and show you what those look like. Here are the Snackers version 1. This is what these look like. So again, a lot of these actually have really cool face colors. You can see how vibrant and interesting they choose the face colors to be. Here are the Slicers. Again, apple design, all fruit themed. And you can see the cool face colors in these designs. Next up is the Snackers V2. This is the blackberry themed one. These are the most recent OPC decks to come out, and I thought they looked pretty cool. I also got the Squeezers V2 decks, a lot of them from, again, that Chicago meetup they had. This is the design in those. This is definitely my favorite OPC deck though. I think the colors definitely stand out with these. Moving on, we've got some Lotus in hand decks. So here are the Ventus, the first edition Ventus. I didn't get the purple ones, but this is a really great deck for Cardistry. Next, we got the Flux Deck. Here's what the back design looks like. So here are some random decks I got from Art of Play. These are the B Squeezers, and these are sealed. And then I've also got the Bruce Lee cards, which kind of do have an interesting back design, I think. Here's a bicycle canasta deck. This one actually handles really well. It's a blue sealed canasta deck, but I got these at Goodwill, and any blue sealed decks are really cool for collectors. I've got the Tallyho summer fan decks. I got these from Cardistry, and they're both sealed. Now here's the bicycle insignia deck, and here's the back design. I think it actually looks really cool. Here's just a standard deck. These are the Phoenix cards. Here are the Donnybrook first editions. I've got the second editions on my way. So here are the 45s by Mono Santa. I got these at Cardistry as well. They're printed by Cardamundi, so they're really thick, but these cards are really cool, and they look really interesting in a lot of Cardistry moves. So here's a Riffle Shuffle deck. I got this one for free, and I think that the design is really cool, but thanks to Murphy's Magic for giving me these. So next is the Orbit Cardistry edition. This is the back design of these. It's basically just the first edition with thin borders. And here is the Orbit 6th edition as well. So here are the Echo decks. These are also by Lotus in hand. The Gorilla and the normal black Echoes. The black ones I got at Cardistry, and these actually won Deck of the Year at Cardistry. Next up, we've got some souvenir decks by anyone. Here are the China Souvenirs. These are actually my favorite souvenir design-wise. I was also able to get the USA Souvenirs from SoCalPlayingCards.com. These are really cool and just a rare deck to have. I'm pretty sure only 400 of these were made as well. Here are the Russia Souvenirs. These ones actually look really cool for a lot of Cardistry moves. So here's the prototype deck by Vin Cardistry. These I got at Cardistry as well. It looks really interesting in fans, and it was printed in Taiwan, and the stock actually feels a lot different than any other deck I've handled. So here are the Cardistry decks from this past year in 2019. It's a really cool back design, and I got 3 of those, 2 of which are sealed. Alright, so for the rest of this video, I'm just going to use the handheld camera, but next up we've got the Blueberry Mint edition from 52 cards. I also have the Cucumber Mint. This one actually looks really cool in my opinion. I'm sure all of you have seen the Mint deck, so I'm not going to show the back design. I also have the second edition first playing cards by Chris Ramsey. Again, I'm sure all of you have seen this deck, but this one I thought was really cool. I'm a huge fan of Chris Ramsey as well. I also have the Colbat and the Crimson Bicycle decks. These ones just look really cool in my opinion, and I found these at a local store, so I picked these ones up. Here are the Cardistry Championship decks. One of them is opened, and then the other one is sealed. This is the sealed one without the cellophane, which were the ones that they gave away at Cardistry. Here are the Broken Borders 2nd edition, also the Broken Borders 1st edition. Here's the back design for the 2nd edition, and then here is the 1st edition back design. It looks really good in fans and is a great Cardistry deck. So here are all the collaboration Fontaine decks. So here is the Guess version 1s. I've also got the Guess version 2s. This is the cycling edition, not the sticker one. And then then I have the Fontaine Carrot V2. So I really like this one, and also the Cycling Edition. So next are the Gemini Decks. So I got 2 of the Ultra playing cards. One of them is sealed. These are really cool and have a very abstract and unique back design. Here's the Skid Row deck. It's another one I got at Cardistry Con, and here is the back design right here. Next up, we have the Hype Volume 2 deck. So the back design is extremely abstract for these, and you can see it features some dots, checkerboards, Cardistry Con 2017, brushes, and I'm sure I'm missing other stuff, but this basically is a collaboration of a bunch of Cardistry decks. Next up is the Theory 11 Gold Edition Artisans. Now, I got these at Target, and you can only get one of these per target, so apparently they put one in each target. So I actually had this deck in the last deck collection video, but I got it signed by Alex Pandrea, and I thought that was just kind of cool and something to add in. So here are some Art of Play decks. I've got the Seekers as well as the Off the Walls, both of which were mystery decks from Art of Play. So next up are some Anyone cap logos. I actually really like the cap logos. I know a lot of people don't, but I think the colors are really cool. I've also got 2 of the black ones. One is sealed and then one is opened, and then the blue and gold ones. Here are the Dan and Dave Anyone decks. Definitely one of my favorite Anyone designs ever. I got one sealed and one open. Here are the 2020 dots by Anyone. If you haven't already watched it, go ahead and check out my solo video, Follow the Black Dot. It's in the card right there. It's something I worked really hard on, and this is the deck I used in that video. This is the Headlong into Eternity deck. This is actually not the back design. The back design is like this, but it's a really cool deck and definitely abstract. Also, if you haven't noticed, see how the Anyone logo is upside down? I'm pretty sure that was a mistake, but I actually noticed that earlier. The last Anyone deck is the 6006 back decks. This is the one that Noel used in his video Ace, and it's a pretty cool Anyone deck in my opinion. These 2 are the MPC1 beta decks, and this is the Portland edition. So these are the Draconian cards. They look really cool in fans. Alright, so the last deck is this Paradigm deck. I didn't open it because, to be quite honest, I really don't like the back design. I want to thank you so much for sticking around all the way till the end of the video. If you enjoy cardistry or playing cards in general, make sure to press subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.